Hello garden friends, and welcome to my channel, DK's Garden Oasis. I am Debbie, gardening in Zone 5B, inspiring you to bloom, grow, and conserve in your garden. In today's video, I am going to be starting my lettuces and carrots in my raised bed community garden, and also I'm going to be starting my strawberries in my raised beds. Make sure you stay till the end where I share an interesting fact about the first Arbor Day, which we celebrated last week. So we're still a little bit chilly and rainy this week, but I do see some warmer temperatures in the horizon, so that's good. So my raised beds in my community garden are opening up, and I want to plant my lettuces, carrots, and peas. Lettuce and peas don't tolerate the strong sun, so I want to get those in and harvest those before the summer comes. Here's a little video of my raised beds and what I planted in them. Okay, I'm here at my community garden, my two raised beds. Unfortunately, I can't plant today because the water isn't turned on, but I got the beds ready. So this one will have my tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers. And this one will have my lettuces, peas, and spinach. So I will be back in a couple days. They're saying that it's going to get warmer this week and they'll turn on the water. And I'll keep you updated. And I just wanted to show you what I did put in these. So I did this last year and everything did really well. I had Miracle-Gro raised bed, soil mix, and organic Espoma land and sea. And then I put some fertilizer in and everything did fantastic. So I will keep you updated how this goes in the next couple days. And here's what I will be growing in those raised beds. I'm going to be doing some spinach. I'm going to be growing some butter crunch. This is my favorite lettuce. Some iceberg lettuce. Romaine lettuce, arugula, a lettuce mixture, and then I want to try these from Baker Creek, Rocky Top lettuce, looks like a mixture as well, and this one, lettuce Gustav salad. I also want to plant some carrots, and this is called Glow Stick Sunrise Mix. And start my peas, little snow peas, white. Last year I put them in a little too late, and I just got a couple of peas out of them because it was too warm. So I want to get these up. I did put my trellises up as you saw in the video. So I will be doing that hopefully this weekend. I also have some container lettuces and microgreens that I'll be planting in a future video. I'm also going to be planting my strawberries today. I also got 3 bare roots, and those are Honey, H-O-N-E-Y-E, and I'll put a picture above. I got Eversweet and Ozark. I'm going to be putting these in my raised bed. I'm going to make all of my raised beds alongside the garage as perennials. I already have asparagus, and hopefully this is my 3rd year for the asparagus. I am growing some fresh new ones this year, but I have had the asparagus in the raised bed for 3 years, and hopefully I will get some stalks out of that one from 3 years ago. And then the other beds, I didn't have any luck with my garlic or my tulips, so I'm going to turn those over into strawberry beds. And then in the fall, I will put straw over all of those to protect those crowns. I have a few garlic cloves that I'm going to be planting in my farm in-ground garden. I've tried a couple of things and had no success. I've tried container gardening with garlic. I've also tried doing the garlic in my raised bed, and I did plant those in the fall as suggested both years, last year and the year before, and for some reason they rotted. So I am going to put those in the in-ground this year and see if I have better luck. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever grown garlic and any tricks that you could give me to having success with garlic. And I am in zone 5B, and it's suggested that I plant in May and June. I have seen some sites that say to plant it in April, but we did have a awfully cold spring in April, so I'm hoping that I'm going to plant them out this week, that they will do well. It looks like they are starting to sprout. I kept them in the refrigerator after I received them, and I have put them in some water to rehydrate those for at least 1 to 2 hours. It's suggested. It says that you should plant the strawberries when the soil temperature is between 50 and 68 degrees. It hasn't been at that temperature quite yet. It says to space the strawberries 12 to 39 inches apart, and for me, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do a few rows of those, and hopefully they'll do well. So I'm going to plant those closer together, and if I have any extra, I'll plant those in my in-ground garden. And you can harvest in approximately 11 weeks. Avoid areas that are close to, or if you do crop rotation, tomatoes, peppers, potatoes, and eggplant. Later in the season, the plant sends out runners, which you can remove, or you can let them go and root into the garden, or you can repot those or plant them somewhere else. I am going to remove those so that it can concentrate on the parent plant. Strawberries like well-drained soil and plenty of humus. I also have 2 Proven Winners flower pillows, and I am going to put those above my raised beds. And since strawberries are my favorite fruit, I read that one of the varieties, the Ozark strawberry that I have, is great to make jams, jellies, and pies. So I may try to do that later in the season. I also started some seeds from Baker Creek, and those I will be putting in my green stock, so make sure you stay tuned for that video. I will probably put that in a YouTube short, so make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell for that future video. Okay, so I'm going to plant a couple of these to show you how I'm going to plant them, and then I will show you at the end. So the first one we're going to do is strawberry honey, H-O-N-E-Y-E, and these are what the bare roots look like. And they have started sprouting, so I want to get these in the ground. And then I'm going to put some Espuma berry tone down to get those going. So let me show you kind of what this looks like, and then we'll get started. So I'm going to separate these. I did put these in water, like I said, for about 2 hours. And they say to make sure when you plant it to have the crown showing, so it would be like right here. You don't want to go here, you don't want to go down here, you want to go right at the crown. So I will do that right here. Just going to make myself a little spot to put these in. Like I said, these beds are not very large, so I'm not sure how many I can fit in here. And I may be putting some in my in-ground. So let me get some gloves on. I'm in here. So I'm going to put some berry tone down. It's a little windy out here, so I don't want to go all over it. And then, like it says to kind of spread the roots out and put it right at crown level. And the crown is like right there. And then I'm going to water these in, and I will show you guys at the end what these 3 raised beds look like. So that's it for now. Okay, so I planted all of my strawberries, And I should have 4 to 5 left over that I could put in my green stock or in my in-ground garden. So this one is Hanoi. And then also I opened up all my milk jugs. And of course, if it gets bad weather, I can just pop those back on. So I just wanted, you could see, I think most of these do have growth. I will show you over here. I have some more. And it looks like Black Hollyhock has only one, and Bells of Ireland doesn't really have anything. But I was able to pre-sprout those in a wet paper towel. So that's a note to self that maybe I don't do these next year because everything else sprouted. So let me show you again. So this is Hanoi. There's a Rebecca. This is Ozark, strawberries. And Bachelor Buttons did fantastic. They did the best and sprouted the quickest. And the last strawberry is Eversweet. And also Dill Bouquet. Did really good in these plastic containers. And then I have some Digitalis or Foxglove. I have some Campanula next to that, and Love in a Mist. And then down here I have all the other ones, and most of them are sprouting. There's just a couple that did not sprout. But we're supposed to get warmer weather, and I just watered everything, so these should be really good in the garden. I'm going to have a native cell at some point later in the season, and I will be repotting all of these. So that's it for today with my strawberries and my milk jugs and winter sowing project. And next is going to my other gardens and planting my potatoes, garlic, and the rest of my cool flowers and my lettuces, and sorry about that plane, my lettuces and my peas. So as I said, lots of gardening to do. And let me get this. And also I tried something different with the winter sowing. Before I go, I did twist ties, and make sure you check out that video. I'll put it above, where I did twist ties instead of the duct tape, and I did like that much better when I opened these up. It took me a lot less time. So I will be doing that from now on. Well, that's it today. Happy spring. Gardeners are very busy right about now with all of their seedlings, transplanting, and getting everything into their gardens. I just don't have enough hours in the day, but the end result is well worth the time involved. So this weekend I wanted to get out to all of my gardens. This weekend the weather's supposed to be great, so I want to go to my raised bed and plant those lettuces and my peas, and then I want to head out to my farm in ground and plant my potatoes and garlic. They are spring garlic, so again, we'll give this a try. And then my cutting garden, I want to bring hopefully close to getting all of my cool flowers in the ground. And I also wanted to start my first succession of sunflowers there. So lots of gardening happening. Now I want to share that interesting fact about the first Arbor Day. Thanks for watching, and happy gardening. Bye-bye.